Hey there guys, welcome to Of Kings and Men. So, partially because I don't have that much time and I don't have that much time to put out videos before I have to go back home for my birthday, well, back to see my folks for my birthday, I want to talk about the Epic very quickly. I'm going to do a video where we talk about, where I just play the game. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I'm going to do a video where I just talk about the game and where I just play the game and you can kind of enjoy that. But the Epic sounds like a very interesting idea, and and there hasn't been too much. It's kind of complicated to understand. So I've been reading up on it. I'm gonna include a link in the description to the video I've been watching, kind of explaining it. It's from a channel called Of Kings and Men Community Channel, and the guy who explains it is French, and his English isn't perfect. So if you do go and watch it, keep that in mind. Um, so basically, the epic is the kind of the core aspect of the game, and from what I can understand, you kind of control a clan. I think. He said family, but it might be. It might, I think clan is the correct word, possibly. And you have a few different characters, and what you do is you join a kingdom, which you can see here in the colors like the red and the blue and the green, and then in that kingdom you join a faction, uh and you can have, I think you can have different characters which can do different things. So you've got like resource collection, you've got fighting, you've got kind of base building, and you've got like politics type stuff, maybe trading and diplomacy and that kind of thing. And it's kind of a strategy empire management on a kind of multiplayer level, I guess. And I assume there is progression, and there's elements of strategy, there's elements of RPG, there's elements of MMO, kind of all these aspects, and you kind of join together, band together. I think you can I think from what I can tell, you can play with your friends, and you can build a castle, and you have to contribute to the kingdom, and the kingdom has a ruler, and you basically fight until one side owns over half of the map. And then once that's done, and you own half of the map for a certain amount of time, the game resets and it starts all over again. It's a very interesting concept, and I think it could be a really interesting game, especially to live stream. So, Of Kings and Men is probably going to be something that I'll live stream and see if people, see if you guys, if you're interested in the game, if you're interested in playing, if you're also interested in kind of starting up some kind of faction. Obviously, we'll have to wait until the game is actually in the state where we can understand what the epic is, by just getting into it and starting to learn it and learn about it and things like that. But it seems like a very cool concept. So we'll have to see how they manage it. And I wouldn't advise any of you to get the game solely based on the description I gave here. It sounds cool, yeah, but you don't know until it's actually been released how it's going to be implemented and how it actually works. It may still be a cool idea, but just it doesn't work, or it's not implemented properly or whatever. But yeah, so uh, from what I know, you kind of join a kingdom, and there's factions, and they own the land and armies and castles, and they contribute to the kingdom with taxes and troops and that kind of thing. And you can, like, this is like a big kind of world which you can travel around, as far as I can tell, and you can even maybe I think this map here is like the strategic combat map. So I think the kingdoms and the faction people will be ordering around the armies, and then your maybe your other characters, maybe you have like smaller units within those armies, or whatever you can order them about, and then you've also got resource gathering. You've got kind of castle building and base building, and from what I know, there is also kind of people management. So you have to set your taxes in your fiefdom and those kind of things. And I think there are AI, but I don't know on that one. Uh, and again, I think there are possibly guilds. It's not 100% for me. Like, I'm sure it's been talked about properly. I'm just trying to give. I'm not trying to inform everyone of exactly what the epic is. I'm just trying to give a very brief idea summary to you guys, my viewers, in case anyone's interested in the game, or in case anyone hadn't heard of the game and it might pique your interest a little bit. Um, I think maybe you can do like raids and skirmishes, and then you've got the big battles and the kind of the sieges and all those kind of things. So yeah, I think it could be I think it's definitely a very interesting concept, and it sounds like something I'd be very much interested in. So once the epic starts, which is apparently in 5 days, so I'll probably do a live stream of the epic most likely. Um, and yeah, it's it's also got, like, on this map, when you go into your character, as far as I know, you can actually run around this whole map. I think. I'm going to say I think, because I'm not 100% sure. So possibly you can kind of run about, and you don't just search for a fight and then go into a fight and fight. You can also spend some time, going around your castle and exploring and gathering resources and those kind of things. So it could be really interesting, and I think it's one of those things that hasn't uh, that is kind of complicated. So I'm not sure exactly. Like, I've tried to read up on a bit. I've tried to watch a couple of videos, and I suggest, if you want a more comprehensive version of what this is talking about, you should go over to the video in the description. He does a much better job of explaining it than me, because I've only just really found out about of Kings and Men, and I'm just trying to give a very, very brief idea of what seems to be the deal with the epic. So yeah, there you go. That is the basic idea behind the epic, which is seems like a very good idea. Seems like a very interesting concept, and I'll if you're interested in seeing how the epic unfolds and how it works and that kind of thing, once the epic is kind of what was it? It said 5 days. So in 5 days, once the epic is up and running, I will be live streaming the epic, and I'll probably put the video of the live stream up as well. So yeah, keep that in mind, and you can probably come along and check it out with me while we figure it out. So there you go. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. There will be a video of actual just me fighting and running around and being silly as well in the game very soon. And yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe. Always helps me out a lot. I do really appreciate it. And I'll see you in the next one.